I just grabbed 3 plugins from Valhalla to complete the collection for good over a year, maybe 2 years now. I've had most of them, but I didn't have Room. I didn't have not Space Modulator, that's free. I didn't have the Uber mod, which looks like this. So now I have the Uber mod, and the Uber mod is kind of like basically it's modulation. Okay, it's like you might think about um, phasers and things of that nature, flangers. Um, yeah, so it's kind of nice to have them all now because it opens up more opportunities to try different reverbs, and different reverbs make your music sound different. So we'll talk about that on this video. I'll show you the other one that I have, which is plate now. And I wanted plate because I know for a fact that plate will be nice on drums, particularly the reason why I want it, but I'm going to try it on some other stuff too. But I just wanted to have the whole complete collection so that I could, explore. And sometimes that gives me new ideas on sounds and songs and whatever I'm making. So yeah, you can make your own presets or you can use the ones in here. I will be using the ones in here for a little while until I'm inspired to make my own. But I'm really excited about having this. So let's start. I think we're going to start with Room. Now I'm just going to bring in some keys. This is intimate grand piano. I turned the this little dynamics thing up here just to give it, because if you leave it where it normally is, you get a little bit less. So I'll just pull it up a little bit, introduce it. All right. So you've already heard Room a little bit. So here's Room. Don't get focused on the GUI, on the way this, or the UI, the way it looks. That can be deceiving. It's all about sound. And that's the key when it comes to reverb. The sound needs to be there, right? And I think there's nobody, in my opinion, as far as plugin wise, that does it better than Valhalla. Now, granted, there are some pedals maybe that might be able to outdo Valhalla. Perhaps, one that is, but for $50 each, all of theirs are $50. Some of them are free. 3 of them are free, like the Frequent Echo, the um, Space Modulator, and the Supermassive. You can get those for free. The rest of them are $50 each. They don't do sales. Totally understand. I mean, at $50, what do you expect, right? So there's a ton of presets in here. Some of them have presets within the presets. Look at that, Den is loaded. Let's try Dark Concert. So anyway, let's just play around a little bit. I'm going to move my mic a little bit closer so I don't have to do too much there. So imagine, I'm just using a piano to show you this, but imagine if you put this on samples too. And what's cool about Valhalla is if you look down here, they give you a description. So this is like a down sampled sparser initial echo density detuning modulation darker tone. So this is cool. I like that. And depending on what I'm going with or what I'm trying to do, could have a lot of fun with that. Let's try one of the big spaces. Let's try this one. Ooh, it's real long, right? So you could just press that like one note or chord and it just lingers. Let's try the ambience in this. So it's a room ambience. Try to keep that in mind. Really nice. And I'm moving around just to different ones. No particular one, no specific one in particular. At least the Kraken. This is crazy. It almost, I mean, it immediately changes whatever you're using. It's like very ambient for sure. And I'm literally just playing what you see on screen, sort of kind of see everything. I mean, it's a dang song I can think of just off of that one. That's crazy. Let's switch. Let's try. Very nice. So this is room, and literally it's different rooms, right? Let's try one in here. Wow, that just lingers. So what would be cool is when you place this over samples. Now I'm just showing you over a piano just to give you an idea. Let's add Uber, and we'll replace room. And we're just gonna put the Uber mod. Now I haven't even tried this one yet. So by the way, the only reason you're seeing this down here like this is because I'm using Elizabeth Homeland's um, plugin for Ableton. Because usually you don't see anything here until you open it up. But this is nice when you want a visual and you can go and change it down here. But I'm going to pull it up here so you guys can see at least what it looks like. It's much easier. All right, so this one has some colors, some chorus, interesting echoes. Let's just dive right in. So here's the default. It's like a chorus. And then you can see right here that you can set the sync if you want for like if there's any feedback or delay. So let's just try one of the chorus. That's a little bit different. Move the pointer over a control to view the tooltip. Ah, okay. So yeah, so there you go. So if you want to see what each thing is doing, you just move it over your mouse and then you kind of get an idea. Let's try one of these, something different. Ooh, that's crazy. Holy Toledo. That's real wild. And loud, but wild. So these are nice. Some of these choruses that I would normally probably not even put a chorus on sound really good. Let's try this hollow flange. And if you notice here, these are the modulations, but these tabs allow for different things. So diffusion, EQ, warp. So I'm just using their presets, but of course you could sit here and build your own if you want to. And these tabs, let's turn up some diffusion and turn this on. Sounds really cool. Let's put some sync here, maybe like a 16th. Interesting. We'll leave that at free. And let's go try another one. Let's try one of these. Oh, we just did one of those. Let's try the double tracking, I guess, maybe. Interesting. So they don't have a lot. Some of these are very subtle. I guess in my mind, I was thinking there's going to be way more, but it's pretty subtle in the mix. Let's see if we turn this up. I think one of the things that Valhalla does really well, and I appreciate, is it's not overboard. So it can be like you heard the was it stereo enhancers? No, it's these oscillations or whatever that can get really wild. So you can go there if you want to, but I kind of like that it's not just overly done. You know what I'm saying? It's not overbearing. So if you use Elizabeth Homeland's thing, just make sure when you change the preset. So let's for instance try this ping pong thing. Make sure you click down here at least so that it changes here because sometimes it doesn't. See, because now you know that. So watch if I just change here, if I go, I don't know, with echoes, it did change, but you won't see it down here and sometimes until you click on this. See, it didn't, if you look down here, it doesn't look like it even changed. So that could be a bug here with this, so don't get caught up in this. What's up here is what it actually is, okay? Interesting. So why would a person buy this over buying a pedal? Well, maybe because one is cheaper and two, they don't perform out, they just produce music. But I will say this about it. I prefer having a pedal and hands on with tools. But if I'm just making music and not really caring, then I'll just use what's in here and I'm fine with that. And especially if I'm sampling or something like that, it's not that big of a deal. This is weird. Hmm. Okay. Just noisy. Diffuse A tap. Yeah, it's definitely not changing down here for some reason, which is weird, but okay. So anyway, this is the Uber mod. It's very subtle in my opinion. It's not as drastic as some plugins could be. And last but not least, let's use plate. Now, I probably would use plate on drums, but we're gonna try it on this. I'll put it on some drums in a second, see what it does. That's crazy. But I like it. The void. Okay. Let's mess around here, see what we got. Medium ballad snare. So just because it says for a snare and they designed it that way doesn't mean you can't use it on other stuff. Just so we're clear on that. Because plate is a lot of fun. I'm already seeing that. See, I would make some chords that are just like that play and let them linger. So, well, let's see. Let's go with like one or two notes in between. I like that. So anyway, sometimes a plate can be on I don't know exactly what I would use Play-Doh other than definitely drums at times. But it looks like they have stuff for vocals, so that might be a good idea to put it on some vocals for sure. Definitely on synth. I know you could do it on synth. But if you're looking for affordable, amazing sounding reverbs that just work, Valhalla is the one. I'm gonna be honest. I done tried some of the other stuff and it's good. It's nothing wrong with the other stuff. But for some reason Valhalla just sounds really good and it just fits and it works and it's hard to describe without you just trying it. But trust me, I wouldn't talk about it if I didn't really think it was good. Um, or I'd be not buying it for sure if I thought it was not good. Um, let's try it on some drums because I know that just seems to be the thing to do. So let me go get some. There we go. I'm gonna go with that one. I'm gonna close this out and then I'm gonna just go ahead and grab the. Let's try it on some different drums here. Good Lord. And sometimes if it's really drastic, but you want to just pull the mix down. Because a subtle amount can be just enough. And you get a better idea of what it's really doing. Interesting. So this can be really nice for some drums. I like this. Radium drum goodness. Sounds good. Depending on what you need it for, right? Can really bring your drums to life, give it that air that makes it feel live. Let's check out this closet here. I like that. Yeah, so see, played on some drums for sure, and vocals are probably like the go-to for it. All right, let's switch these drums up and see what we get if we put it on like some jazz. Let's see. Sounds really good. If you turn it off, this is off. It's almost like because it's already some reverb inside of here under these additives. So if you took off the room, so I turned their room off. And now you can put your plate on to replace it. And what's cool too is you could blend these. So let's say you want to put room on. Go in here. And let's find some a dark drum room. Okay. And then here, I wish they would kind of update this to match these, but whatever. Just turn your mix down. That sounds really good. So you're mixing like a room and a plate reverb together. That's another reason why you might choose. Here, let me stop this. You might choose to use 2 reverbs, right? You could use 3 reverbs and stack them if you wanted to. And that's kind of the nice thing of having reverb in your DAW. Now, there are some reverbs in here that are pretty good too that you could use, like the Convolution Pro reverbs. Those are nice. But this just, for me, does it. Valhalla is just the one. I'm going to turn the room down. So that way you're just hearing what's in here. And this is another way to color your sound. So maybe that, bring this one up. These drums are not my favorite. Let me switch the beat. Here we go. Some people don't like a lot of reverb, so just adjust accordingly. But yeah, this is cool. So I just wanted to show you guys this. This does not mean you need to go out and get all of these. In fact, you don't have to go get any if you don't really need reverb. But I will say that it's a lot of fun. It can give your music a different tone, a different space where maybe you now want to play a little different. I mean, there's so many possibilities. So if I were to say that you need 1 or 2 or maybe 3 or 4. Now, if you were just going to get a handful, delay is nice. I really like it. But I would say wait on delay because you could use frequent echo for a little bit. Definitely get the vintage verb. Grab the 2 free ones or 3 free ones. Frequent echo is free. Space modulator is free. Supermassive is free. Those you need. Shimmer is nice. And it was my one. At first I was saying grab shimmer. But I feel like I could live without shimmer. I would go with room or plate. Now if you need drums, probably plate is maybe a little bit better. But personally, if you get vintage verb, I would say get vintage verb and room and then grab all the free stuff and you'll be okay. If I was going to say if you wanted to spend, 150 and get 3 things, I would say grab delay, room, and vintage verb. And if you could only get 1, just get vintage verb. I think you'll be quite happy with that one. That one, it does a little bit of everything. They're not cheap, but they're not expensive for what you get. And having them all is nice, but just remember there won't be a discount coming anytime soon. They don't do sales because their price stays consistent. And they do update them, once a year. For sure, you probably will get some type of update on it where they may add in presets or they'll add in something else for you. But either way, it's just solid stuff to have. And I'm looking forward to using plate and room a little bit more. So anyway, all right, just wanted to share that with you. That's Valhalla, and we'll see you on the next one.